Hello. I did this whole intro and then I realized I was not recording. So, hello. I am waving my arms in the same way that in Pokemon Sun and Moon they'd say hello, alola. Doing that to the screen and no one can see it. Um, I pardon any possible noises or pops because I have no pop filter. I am using a teeny tiny little microphone that plugs into my iPad, and I have a window open because I have the air conditioner in, and I never took it out over the winter because I don't know how. I'm smiling, if you can't tell. Uh, so I was thinking I could talk about, as a first video, I could talk about a couple of different things. First of all, this is just some stuff that's been going on like today. Can I just say that, as much as I love the Harry Potter series, because it's in my heart, it's been in my heart for several years now. I don't know how many, but several, and I love it. But, big old but, J.K. Rowling is a little too loud, especially on Twitter. I wish she could have just done the same thing. Okay. If she did the same thing that whoever wrote the Hunger Games did, wrote the book and then dipped, that'd be perfect. Because the thing is I don't even know who wrote Hunger Games, and I read that in 5th grade. So, before I move on to the second topic, I kind of want to talk about, maybe I should talk about the drawing. This is just it's not really a finished painting or anything. It's just kind of a painted sketch. I did it in about 40 minutes, in 2 sessions, because I left to go to the Planet Fitness. Watch how I say the Planet Fitness. I don't do that for any other store. I just say Walmart or Target, but it's the Planet Fitness. But this is just one of my characters. She doesn't have a name because I'm very uncreative, but she is very special to me. I have had her for 2.5, almost 3 years, I think now. She's kind of my go-to, my ride or die. Of course, very unoriginal, has white hair, but, I like her. I did this I started in grayscale, because usually when I'm not using a reference or I don't have a plan, doing grayscale really helps me. And then I moved on to using some blending modes to add color, and then I went over with just painted color a little bit. That's usually how I work with grayscale. I don't just do grayscale and then blending modes. I do grayscale, blending modes, and then I use opaque, just color, no blending mode. To help clean it up and make it look less dead, but it's really good for getting values. And I have a palette. It's not quite straight gray. Some of them are a little more blue because I feel like that also helps keep it from looking super dead when you do add the color. Kind of gives it a nice blue. I love the color blue. So what I want to talk about is impulse buying things. It's impulse buying things you don't need. This is a issue of mine, but it's not that big of an issue because it's not like I have a job yet working on that. I'm not 18 yet, for the record, so it's some places won't hire me, which kind of sucks. Especially more, I feel like saying corporate would be wrong, but more chain, kind of like CVS or the other store that I tried. Oh, and Edible Arrangements. We have one nearby, around the corner from my house, and they only hire 18 and up, and it's oh, wow, thanks. And I can't drive, so I can't do DoorDash or Uber or anything. I mean, I would never do Uber, but I would do Grubhub or DoorDash, because I've seen as long as you live in the right area, you can kind of make money, but that's not the point. someone out there has to know the feeling when it's like you have $33 in your bank account and then you see something and you end up spending $32 on something you don't need. It's like, okay. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm like resting my head in my hand, very annoyed. Because I rarely ever have more than $50 in my account at a time, because whenever I get my hands on some money, whether it's through like commissions or something, or birthday or Christmas money or I just down the drain. I used to be so good at saving my money, but I'm gonna have a hiccup. Hang on. Or not. Okay, we're good. But it's like, yep, there we go, hiccup. Kind of came out like a bird. I'm not deleting that because that's too much effort to retake this whole thing. It's like, one of the things I impulse buy a lot is like art supplies, because I don't need it. But I love impulse buying watercolors. It's because they're like, individually, it's not a lot of money. Like a tube, depending on what brand, can be between $4 and $8, right? So you can get a cup, but then they add up, and to have the colors you want, it's a lot of money. And like my favorite ones, like, are really expensive. And I wish there were more blues than like Prussian phthalo and ultramarine. Like, I don't need a 4th ultramarine blue, you know? But it's like the prettiest, so I don't know. And the brands like Daniel Smith that have like the variety, they're the ones that are super expensive. And it's like, I'm not gonna shell out $12 for a tube of paint. I'm not doing that. I only have $33. That's literally like half. So that's kind of that. But I mean, that's why I want a job, because like I feel like once I have like a lot in my account, I'd be more apt to save it, because I'd feel guilty spending a lot of money, because I don't feel guilty wasting $30, right? Well, I mean, I kind of do, but I feel like I'd feel more guilty to waste a large sum of money if I had it, so it's like, okay. But I'm not applying today because it's like St. Patrick's Day, and where I'm going to apply is going to be really busy. I did apply several other places, and I have not received any info back, and it's like, okay, thank you for not hiring me. I love that. I love that for me. Anyways, if anyone watches this, because there is no guarantee, and if you felt like it, I really would appreciate some comments on what kind of videos I should do more of. I don't really have like a good camera other than the camera on my phone, so if people wanted like art supply reviews or something, I could do that, but it wouldn't be very good quality. I don't have a stand, so it would probably stay with like speed paints in the background of me talking, but like I'm open to doing like opinion videos or Reddit videos. I am open to art reviews, just have to be on certain days with good lighting. That's it. Goodbye, and Godspeed.